Come on, you Barbel. That was good. My float actually popped and then went under. What is that? That fish is going under the snag. I think, guys, that will be much bigger fish. Just look how it's smoking my drag. Yeah, I think that's a bigger fish, guys. Please don't go under those bushes, Mr. Barbel. Went downstream actually quite a bit, but at least now that fish is in the middle of the river, so that's a good fish. Yeah, check him out on the float. Right, guys, just starting my session. As you can see, I'm pretty low, quite close to the water, but I'm not in the water because it's quite deep. Anyway, the peg I chose for today's video is quite strange one, but in a good way. See, there is a main flow and it actually hits like a tree which is like half submerged in the water, and obviously it's quite deep here, about 3 meters more or less, and it's just not fair, guys. Those bubble will be exactly under that bush, and if I will like give them a little bit of food just above that bush or above that tree, they just will come out and then I will catch them. Anyway, let's see if we can do that. As you can see, guys, it's very windy today. That's actually the main reason I decided to fish in this peg, because it's quite sheltered. Other than that, I don't quite like it. But again, it does not change the fact that it's full of fish actually. Trying to plumb up roughly, as far as I remember, the depth here, it's about 3 meters, so I need to be a little bit more than that. Yeah, that looks more or less right. Let's give a test run. Actually, we'll put a bait on as well. Oh, by the way, today I'm using for my hook baits not meshed, cooked pieces of mussel meat. Most of the time when I use them, I kind of mesh them, but today I'm just using, you know, like a pellet band and putting a bait using a banding tool into the band. Never used this little technique, but as far as I know, people do use it and do well, you know. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, looks nice. Quite durable. It would be nice to hook one on the first cast. Again, I was feeding, you know, probably for 15 minutes when I was preparing my tackle. How about that, guys? That's ridiculous. First cast and I'm into the fish. Feels like a decent bobble. I hope you saw the bite. It was just click, click, and then bang, strike, and the fish was on. No, 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 Mr. Bubble, don't go into the bushes. Be a nice fishy. Smoking up my drag, that fish is. As I say, guys, it's a little bit unfair to fish for the bubble in this peg because it's just too good. It holds plenty of them and it's easy to present the rig. So the end result will be that everyone will be hooking lots and lots of bubble on the float. Here it is. Again, not a big fish. About 7 pounds, I would say, maybe. It looked like it will give up, but no, then it went back. Maybe now. Lots and lots of pressure. Here he comes. Turn around. Come on, you Barbel. Was a little bit unlucky because that fish was coming in a wrong angle for me to scoop it. It had first in the net, you know. Okay, maybe now. Actually, will change the direction of my net. It will be easier then. I'm quite low to the water anyway. Come on, Barbel, keep on coming, please. No. Wow, they are strong, guys. Here he comes. It's mine, finally. Now, once I got that fish, I will feed my little peg a little bit better. And in that time, obviously, fish will have the time to recover as well. I don't think that I will take this one out of the water at all. It's not a big fish. I just, will unhook it and put it back once he's happy or she's happy. And here it is, guys. Again, about 7 pounds, 7, 8 maybe pounds. Not a massive fish, but fantastic one to catch on the float. Thank you. Now all I will do, I will push that fish into the flow as much as I can. And once it will start to kick about more, actually he's kicking quite well, so then I will just tip it out, Fish is safely back, no messing about, and let's see if we can nail just another one. As you can see, guys, easy fishing. Little swing. I'm kind of confident that I will get a bite on this chuck again. My float is just there by that bush. You should see it on camera as well. Nothing yet, no. Looks like a bite, but no. Should get one now. And it's very good, that I have the options. If I will want to go the other side of that fast flow, I can, and here it is. Is it a bigger fish? Not sure yet. Not sure. Difficult to tell with them Barbel, But as I say, guys, 2 casts, 2 fish, that's just ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous that is. Come on, Barbel, go away from them bushes. If I will keep on hooking them as quickly, you know, probably I will end up catching like 10, and then my hands will give up, and then I will have to call it, you know, guys. That's the thing with the barbel fishing on the float. You are using long rods, and often you just will tie yourself, you know. This fish is fighting very similarly as the one before, actually. Did not try to go under the bushes, like deep at least, and now it's staying on, in the middle of the river, which is really what you want. Barbel, don't don't go under the bushes, just as I talk about you being nice. Very, very important to keep them feeding, you know, because as I say, they will be just downstream under the bush, and I'm getting those fish from out of there just by feeding them. Here's my float. Beautiful little piece of feeding that was. Here's my float. Come on, you Barbel, where are you going? It's waking up now. Yeah, it will be very, very similar size fish, I guess. Fights very similarly, guys. So 7 pounds, something like that, I would say 7, 8 maybe, not sure. Who cares, really? Here's my float. Hope you can see my float. Here it is. Fighting beautifully with this fish. More feed, nice. As you can see, guys, it's just like, yes, it is a little bit physical, but still, it's nothing complicated at all. It's just about the location. I will talk about the tackle and the rig a little bit later, what's important, but in general, it's probably one of the easiest types of fishing once you have the location right. Okay. Let's grab the net. Lots and lots of pressure. Keep on coming, Mr. Barbel. Maybe it is a little bit bigger from what I saw, but don't think it will be a double, guys. Ah, just missed it, just missed it. It was like so close, so close. And now it will be a couple minutes again until I will land that fish. Yeah, keep on coming, Mr. Barbel. Haha! Got him this time. Actually, that fish was coming. I actually managed to position my landing net just like in the right spot this time, and that fish just was kiting, and then I hope you saw it on camera, but basically it was not ready to go into the net yet. I just, you know, just got lucky, I guess. This one actually is a double, guys. Yeah. or if it's not, it will be like 9 pounds, I will say. Again, don't think that I will take it out of the water, you know, on the mat. Just will show you and then we'll slip it back. Here it is, guys. Yeah, about, maybe it is a double, maybe it's not. I will say 9 pounds I will give him. Lovely fish though. Beautiful, guys. Fantastic one to catch on the float. Yes, let's go back. Again, guys, the same routine. Pushing my net into the flow just to, you know, just to observe how the fish is feeling. This one actually is kicking about, so, and I kept it out of the water, what, 10-15 seconds, so I don't need to wait too long to see how it will recover. Let's go, Mr. Barbel. Perfect. Fresh piece of mussel. Beautiful color, like orangey. Okay, let's see if we can nail the third one on the third check. Little swing, beautiful. Let's feed them fish. No, nothing. Hook bait is perfect, really. Little run further away from the bushes, just to see, you know. And I'm into the third one. Not sure whether you saw a bite, it was just, I was not sure whether it was a fish, just click, was not very fast. I kinda hesitated for a split second, but then struck and yeah, it was on. This one is moving around very, very quickly. Going into the bushes, don't think I will land this one. At least at this point it does not look like it. Now it stopped from going to the bushes, maybe I have a chance. And it's not even evening really, like 5:30 and as it's early August I still have at least 3 hours of fishing, but probably I will fish until I will mess up my hand or until I will finish up my bait. Now that fish actually is fighting very nicely, staying in the middle, beautiful. But this one was definitely much faster fish, you know, when I hooked it, it was going to the bushes and stopped, then back into the flow, then into the bushes again. Let's not forget to feed them. Now that fish is coming closer, which is actually good. As always, the closer you can get to fight, to you the better, because more control you will have and just you will have your rod above the fish's head to control it even more from going into the snags. There is my float. Ooh, that fish is running. Kinda want to believe that this one will be a small fish because it's like very, very, you know, like nervous, if you like. It's going all over the place. Going up and down at speed as well. Ooh. Here it comes. Please keep on coming, Mr. Barbel. Let's grab the net. Yeah, I think it is a smaller fish. About probably 5 pounds. Got him. No, I'm thinking I got him, but no, it just jumped out. But I should land him. Close. Jumped out again. Finally. Whew. That baby gave me a right dance, guys. Actually, did not manage to get that fish out of the net. Just jumped out and escaped and splashed all over me as well. So, as I say, those young ones, they are naughty. And here it is. Feels like a chub, guys. Yeah, it is a chub, definitely not a barbel. If it's a barbel, it's very, very tiny one. But I think it's a chub. Decent chub, like 3-4 pounds. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than that, not sure. No, it's not, actually even smaller. Oh no, that's a baby barbel. Could you believe it? Wow, baby one. Here it is. Baby barbel. Thank you. Oops, fell down in the water. Okay, swim back, you baby. Come on, you barbel. That was good. My float actually popped and then went under. What is that? That fish is going under the snag. I think, guys, that will be much bigger fish. Just look how it's smoking my drag. Yeah, I think that's a bigger fish, guys. Please don't go under those bushes, Mr. Barbel. Went downstream actually quite a bit. But at least now that fish is in the middle of the river. So I think this one will be a little bit bigger fish, guys. Now it's kind of going towards me nicely in the middle of the river, which is a big bonus. But this one definitely feels like it's, it's a bigger fish. Wow, wow. Don't go under the bush, Mr. Barbel. No, 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 no. Yeah, guys, I want to believe that this one might just be, you know, like one of them 12, 14 pounder, something like that. Definitely feels a little bit bigger, but again, it might just be the way smaller fish fights. Like 8 pounder has, you know, all the abilities to keep me busy for a while, definitely. Here is my float, finally, right in the middle of the river. Wow, smoking my drag properly. I mean, I have carbon washer, so I will be fine, but still, sounds great, right? Keep on feeding them bubble. Here is my float. Don't go under the bushes. No, no, no. Stop, Mr. Bubble. Stop it. Here is my float again. Just look. Just turned around and went again. Good 10, probably maybe 15 meters. No, no, no. Don't go under the bushes. Bubble. Thinking I am kind of winning this one, but that fish just sometimes changes all the cards. Just look at that. That fish is definitely trying to go. Yeah. Everyone can catch here, mate. Everyone can catch. As long as you have your hook bait in, you will catch. It's impossible to not catch here. You did okay? Yeah, the river is quite low at the moment, you know. We really need lots and lots of water for them to start feeding everywhere. This one really feels like a, actually like, feels like a 12 pounder, you know, like a good fish. Where's your son? Where is your son? Because
he's out today bowling.
ah, fair enough. What is happening? What that bubble is doing? Going into the bushes like, I don't know, like a carp would. Cannot believe. Still have direct contact with the fish, I think. Yeah, go out. Yep, good bubble. Did you see it? Did you see him? Did you see the fish? No? Just coming out. I can't believe that Bubble is looking for snags. Like Bubble,
Yeah, they know where to go. That is a fact.
yeah, but Bubble usually don't do that. It's like chub or perch, pike sometimes do that, but Bubble actually never. That's a good fish, yeah. Right, guys. Check him out on the float. I did not take the weight of it yet, but actually I might. My estimation it would be 11 pounds. I will give him like 5.5 kilos, something like that. Not a very fat fish, just decent shape, actually, very, very good shape. So yeah, fantastic one to catch on the float. Beautiful. Mwah! It really looks like I might get some heavy rain in a sec. Have my jacket. If I will need to, I will put it on. Wow, that was very kind of sharp take. I was holding my float, just it was no mistake, you know, that it's a fish. Is it a bigger fish again? Not sure. It's definitely trying to go under the bushes, but now it went a little bit downstream. I just think, you know, maybe bigger fish came in, like a shoal of few bigger barbel. I caught those smaller ones. Well, saying smaller ones, one was close to 10 pounds anyway, but then maybe like real big ones started to feed. Not sure, we'll see. The fish is staying right down there. Really want to get it back, because now if it will go towards the bank I'm standing on, it will go right under the bush. Lots and lots of pressure. Just saw my float. Interesting. It feels like a bigger fish, but whether it is, we'll only know, you know, a little bit later. If I will be lucky enough, you know, to land this fish. But I liked the bite of this one. Just I was holding kind of, that flow was going from all directions, and then just that was good. Here's my float. Lots and lots of pressure on that fish. He will run. I have to be prepared for that. Short run though. I know, maybe it's not a double, because it's like it's giving up already. Oh no, just fed one of the mussels which I'm using for my hook bait. Does not matter, have plenty of them. Almost saw that fish. Yeah, it definitely don't think it will be a big one. It will be, feels like one of them, you know, 7-pounders, I think. Don't go under the bush. No, 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 no. Yes, they go. Yeah, you can go into the middle flow. I'm happy with that. Wow, wow. They are strong. As they say, true river horses they are. Okay, let's grab the net. Here it is. Come on, Barbel, give up. It's mine. Yeah, about 7 pounds. Went right into the flow. Not the best of releases, but the fish will be fine. It did not spend any time out of the water anyway. So yeah, lovely. Right guys, I just had very nasty, probably 20 minutes of rain. It was very heavy and just nasty, very windy, but then it stopped. And I was not fishing during that rain, but what I was doing, I was still feeding, so I'm certain this run I will get a bite. guaranteed, and it will be a quick one because I left my peg for good 20 minutes, as I say, so one must be just waiting with its mouth open almost, you know. I'm certain, just I hope you can see the float somewhat. It should be more or less in the middle of the shot. Obviously it's very small, but I will try, you know, whilst editing to zoom a little bit. Oh no, the rain is coming back. Cannot believe. So probably we'll end up hooking one fish and landing it and then stopping the recording again. So annoying. Nothing yet. How that's even possible? I was certain, you know, that I will just check out and it will go under in 5 seconds, but no, just look, I have to wait a little bit. I know, you will say that I'm catching, that was a bite. I'm catching bubble almost every check and I'm still complaining, but I'm not, I'm just, you know, making fun almost. Because as I say, and here, cannot believe I hooked that fish and it just came off. Probably, yeah, my hook bait is quite a kind of messed up a little bit. I mean, it looks very good for just another fish, but obviously this one did not fully grab, you know, the bait. Just kind of nibbled on the end and did not reach the hook. Looks nice now. Right in the middle there. Really beautiful, my rig is beautifully throttling through. I will get a bite in a sec, almost certain. Looked like a bite, but no, it's a bite. They got a bubble on. What's happening here is cannot believe that fish actually just standing in one place, and what is happening there? Kinda did run for a bit, but then it just stopped. Is it a big fish or what? Whew, that was fun. Is it a really biggie or what? Or just lazy fish? Not sure. Just don't go into the bushes, Mr. Barbel, please. Yeah, it feels like kind of different, very, very slow. Not sure, guys. But it's a fish, definitely it's a fish. I mean, I know that. I'm on braid, I can feel, you know, sometimes just a fish wriggles a tail or something, shakes a head. But wow, that's different, that's different. Yeah, stay in the middle of the river, Mr. Barbel, please. Yeah, guys, this one feels different, I have to say. Kinda slower. Very, very slow, actually. Not slower, just slow. Fighting beautifully so far, you know, just staying in the middle. Like on the bottom, I did not see float at all. Like, yeah, guys, I feel that this one will be a very good fish. And if it will fight like that, I should land it, hopefully. Here's my float for the first time. Some smaller bubble just rolled downstream there. Whew. Now that fish is running. You have to start stopping away from the bushes. Yeah, guys, that feels different. That fish tries to go closer to the bushes. Can I steer him away? Whew. Whew, actually I'm starting to shake a little bit because that might be kind of one of them, you know, 15s, or at least when I hooked a 15 in the past, it was something like that. Kind of fish was, you know, like consistently swimming on the bottom, slowly, confidently. Not sure, guys, we'll see. If it's not a double figure bubble, I will be very, very surprised. Almost can see my float. No, nope. Here is my float. Come on, bubble, stay in that main flow, please. No, maybe it's not one of them 15s, but it will be, if it's not a double, I will be like very, very surprised, guys. My float is quite a bit out. I'm applying lots and lots of pressure on that fish. It was relatively close to the top. That fish is off again. Whew. Whew, my hand is getting a little bit messed up, guys. And the rain is not coming back, which is great. Not exactly blue skies, but yeah, hopefully it won't rain anymore. Some food. You always want to keep kind of a right angle between the fish and the rod, you know, then the rod will perform the best, obviously. Whew, smoking. Whew. So yeah, guys, some people are going to the gym, others just go fishing for barbel. End result, when it comes to the amount of the muscle on you, should be more or less the same. That's a good fish, guys, that's a good fish. Please give up, Mr. Barbel. I just about to see that fish. Just about was able to see that fish. Wow. No, 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 don't go into the bushes, please. We'll get my net ready just in case. Yeah, that's a double. Yeah, give up. Yep, got him. I think it's a double, guys. Or is it not? Right, guys, just check him out. Again, I will give it like 10, 11 pounds maybe. won't take a weight of this one. It's a nice double healthy fish as well. How about that? Beautiful. Right guys, very quickly about the bait I'm using in today's session. Obviously you got the idea already, but I will talk about it a little bit more in detail. So I have a pouch and I have everything in that pouch, as you can see. That is what I'm feeding and what I'm putting onto the hook. So let's go in detail, right? So what I'm feeding is 50-50 pellets, 4 mil coarse pellets like carp pellets. I'll try to get the focus on them. So yeah, those are, as I say, 4 mil coarse pellets, those brown ones, and those black ones are 3 mil halibut ones. I kind of like to have two different, size of particles in my pack, because then they will be kind of floating, or not floating, like kind of dispersing in my pack in different spots, which is great. And then on the hook, I'm using these pieces of mussel meat. Again, let's have the focus on them. So yeah, those are soft baits and you need to hair rig them. Obviously the best and easiest way to achieve that is just by using kind of like a hook or hook cup, should I say, type of, pellet bands. I'll try to get the focus on it as well if I can. So basically you hook that smaller ring onto the hook and then you put your bait, in this case a piece of mussel, into that big ring using pellet band extender. So yeah, that's a bait in a nutshell. When it comes to the tackle, again, I talked about it already in previous video, so I just won't go into detail too much. I just will say that I'm using 15 feet power rod, Daiwa Powermesh one. Also, I'm using braid on my reel. And what is important, though, I think very important, and what most people do not get right when fishing in fast water, is the type of the float and weight of the float. So what I'm using myself, I'll try to get it in focus. That's a Dave Harrell Haven float. Does not want to focus on it, but I will get there. So as you can see, that's a Dave Harrell 8-gram Avon float. Also what I did for this float, I coated that float with a Gorilla Glue just to make it much harder. Some fish just stopped in my peg, so they are waiting for me already. So yeah, that's the most important bit, and you want to be using relatively heavy float. In my peg, I found that 6 grams is a little bit too little, and 8 grams is spot on. If I would go 10 grams, likely it would be too much. But again, 8 grams, it's working perfectly. So yeah, and another very important bit to mention is that you want to have your swivel somewhere in your rig when you are using big baits. In my case, I'll try to focus on it again. In my case, as you can see, I have an olivette, and below olivette, that's actually my braid, and on the braid I have my olivette, couple of helper shot, and also a swivel. Swivel is required just to cut out all the spin, in your rig when you will be using big baits in fast flowing water. So yeah, that's a tackle in a nutshell. I just will mention that I'm using relatively thick hook link. That's a 0.23. Not sure how strong it is, probably about 4 kilos, something like that. So yeah, but that's a tackle in a nutshell. Let's chuck this tackle out into the flow. If it is a double, it's like not much more. Got him. No, actually it's not. It's not at all. Are you ready? No? Not quite. Here it is. It's mine. Ah. don't even know, guys, about the number of them fish I'm catching today. Probably 11, 12, something like that, not sure. Again, not a massive fish, probably 6 pounds I will give for this one. It's a little bit angry. Here it is. Thank you. Just saw that fish, I think it's a double, guys. Come on, keep on coming now. I think it is a double, guys. Really looks like it. Yeah, keep on coming. If it's not, it's just close. Got him, just got him. Okay, let's have a look at you. Oh, maybe it's not, but close. If it's not, it's close, guys. Here it is, guys. If it's not a double, it will be very, very close, like 9 pounds. He has some scars here, but yeah, very healthy fish over than that. Thank you. Come on, Barbel. Last bite before me hitting the road. Don't go into the bushes. No, 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 no. Yes, go out. Good fishy. Whew. No, this one, I don't know. Probably this one will end up going into the bushes. Very, very nervous fish this one is. It would be nice, you know, to finish up on the fish. And yeah, then go home and rest my arm a little bit. Come on, you Barbel, don't go under that bush, please. That's it, guys. That fish went again into the same snag which I lost. Couple fish already, cannot believe. Is it still on? Don't know. Yeah, it's still on. It's going a little bit down. Can I pull him out just like that? That would be lucky if I would get this fish out. No, actually that fish went out, but then went back in again. But the fish is still on, it just kicked. Yeah, still on. Yeah, please go, Mr. Barbel, please go from there, yeah. No, cannot believe, guys. Anyway, I won't bother feeding. If I will land this one, I will land this one. If not, then not. Obviously, I won't spend hours and hours trying to get this fish out, because obviously all the cards are against me. Fish is in the snag already, and yeah, I can't go anywhere like around to try and change the angle. It's not possible. So yeah. But I think the fish is still on. Would you believe, guys, actually I did the kind of outro, said goodbye and everything, and just shortly after that I just managed, you know, to to pull that fish out of that snag. That's ridiculous. I was 100% sure, you know, that that's it. Wow. I just hope it won't go back, you know, there. That's obviously a decent fish, decent bubble, and he likes that bush. Or she likes that bush, not sure. Applying more pressure than I would really, but don't want to mess about because I kinda lost that fish already, or was about to lose. Yeah, but this one is still looking for the snacks. I can't believe. Yeah, go out. This one actually managed to pull my float closer to the lead. But I'm certain that my float will be still good to go, you know. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, with a bubble actually it's quite often, if you take your time, you can get like even very, very badly snagged fish. It's very strange. This one did not look that, you know, such a big fish, but still fighting very well. Here is my float. No, no, Barbel, you are not going to the bushes again, definitely not. That's so lucky, guys, so lucky. Often for me it's just hard work to get results, but with this one, you know, not sure what is happening here. Is it fall hooked or not sure, guys? Or it's tangled the liner around dorsal fin, you know, whilst being in the snag, not sure. Ah, no, it's hooked properly actually. Got him. Whew. Oh, so I finished on the fish. Very, very lucky one as well. Cannot believe how lucky this one was. Really cannot believe, guys. Let's take a look at this fish quickly. Here it is, guys. My final fish of a day. Again, very lucky one. Not a big fish, 6 pounds, something like that. Beautiful though. Okay, thank you. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.